So they say come up with the top 3 of the week, right? They said it's going to be easy to do that, right? Not so much, but I did do it. And there's a little bit of a surprise for me that made this top 3. So let's see what we got. Before we get into this top 3, man, look at this new jacket. Deadpool. I mean, come on. Come on, man. Can't go wrong with this. It's nice. And it feels great. So anyway, all right. So coming in at number 3, I hate Fairyland. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now I didn't read any of the previous run for this book, but it didn't matter much because they gave you enough backstory in this issue to kind of get a good feel of what's going on and what the history of it was. And I gotta say, it surprised me. I actually liked the personality of Gert. I like the personality, kind of like, as a lot of people say, it kind of reminded me of a little bit of Deadpool, a little bit of Harley Quinn, kind of mixed a little bit. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. And Skottie Young, like I said, did a great job for new readers to this book to kind of give you a briefing, so to speak, on the previous run, so you didn't feel totally lost. But yeah, so in a nutshell, she hates Fairyland. I'm not sure how she got out of Fairyland previously entirely, but she hated it. She don't want to go back. She's working at her job, which the name of the restaurant she worked at, it was kind of funny. Dragon Dogs. She worked there, and she got fired. So she's struggling to find other random jobs to have money, and it's just not working out, right? It's just not working out. And she's kind of not over it, like she tried to cut grass, and yeah, she was fired for drinking on the job. So she goes to the bar, and yeah, basically she kind of gets into a fight with this big old guy, and kind of knocks her out a little bit. And he tells her to go find a new bar. So he throws her into the alley, right? And she's out there. Now, this is where I'm not entirely in the loop, I guess, because of previous issues. Now, I don't know because this guy and this rat, they come and basically they pick her up in the alley and they take her away. Now, I'm not sure if that guy and that rat are new characters or if they come from previous issues, from the previous run. But they bring her to this guy. And not sure exactly what's going on, if they're going to do harm to her, to Gert, or not. But in a nutshell, he actually is offering her a job. His son, which this guy's name is William Wiggins. William Wiggins is this guy. His son went missing about a year ago, and he's not of this world. Come to find out, he's offering Gert a job to go find his son and bring him home. But the one catch is his son is in Fairyland. And you can tell Gert is absolutely thrilled. And that's where this book ends, issue 1. So I was intrigued by it. It was better than I thought it would have been. I thought it was going to be good. I mean, I'm a Skottie Young fan. I like his humor. He does good things. He does funny things. So I had good expectations for this book, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be a top 3 book for me. But it made the top 3 at number 3, and I can't wait for issue number 2. So yeah, I'm excited for this. So that's my number 3 book of the week. And coming in at number 2, which is not a surprise of making this list, is Batman Superman's World's Finest, issue number 9. And I gotta say, Mark Waid is doing a great job. I love how they're bringing Boy Thunder along. In this issue, though, he's still going through them growing pains, like the teenage, you know, learning curve and all that. Because you see a few situations in this book where he's being a little more aggressive than he should be, than the way Superman and Batman are training him to be, and so he's still learning. He's still learning, and it's great. It's kind of setting him up, and then the Joker, this guy, as usual, as always, he's up to no good because Mr. Key, paging Mr. Key, you know, and I mean he's up to no good, right? Man. So fast forward, the Joker. I see. This is a book I really don't want to give too many spoilers on because it's just too good of a series in this arc. Like it's just good. Um, but I will say, the way this book ends, the Joker pretty much snatches Boy Thunder and poof. So who knows what's happening? Who knows what's happening? You know. Speaking of spoilers, right? But anyway, yeah. Batman, Superman, World's Finest. Man, if you're not collecting comic books, then you're not buying this. Honestly, you gotta have this run in your collection because it's one of the best out there out of anything. Classic stuff, man. Classic stuff. So yeah, Batman, Superman, World's Finest, issue number 9, which is my number 2 book of the week. Now, coming in at number 1, really, it should not be a surprise, honestly. I try to not to be biased with this, but even with the biasness and shoving that to the side, this DCeased War of the Undead Gods, number 4, it was amazing. I mean, the book starts off with Alfred having flashbacks from when he shot all 3 of his boys, Robin, Batman, and Nightwing. I mean, he's struggling with that. And then, he wants to join the fight basically because he don't want to feel useless. Batman shows up at Alfred's door, and he wants to join the fight, right? So this book's got it all, man. You got armies and nations evacuating their home planets because of the threat that's coming, which they've never done ever in the history of ever. So you got that, and then you got all of the heroes convening and gathering on OA because the Guardians are going to kind of come together and kind of make a final decision, so to speak, on what to do to end all of this. And their answer is to eliminate all of the planets that have been infected. It has already killed over 100 million or 100 million lives or something like that. And but then that's when all the heroes and everybody, they kind of become divided, and there's just a big fight that breaks out. But I got to show you this. You got tensions are brewing right here, right? This is where the tensions are brewing because Superman and all these guys, they don't want to destroy anything because they're like, we have a cure. Why kill people that can be cured? So that's what the disagreement is. And some people are like, yeah, let's just destroy the planets and move on. And they're like, no, we're not. So you got all this going on, right? But then my favorite part of this book, Superman, he gives it to him, man. He knocks him out. And they're like, oh my God, you knocked a Guardian out? Yeah, that happened. But then, it's all breaking loose, man. Like, you got heroes fighting heroes, and it's just going crazy. But at the very end of this book, look who shows up on Superman and everybody's side, right? The Justice League and all that. So, yeah, that's where the book ends. So it's going to be interesting. Issue number 5 is going to be good. But until then, DCeased War of the Undead Gods, issue 4, is my book of the week. Man, it's a good book. Alright. I see you, Nikki. Alright. Well, that's my top 3 for this week. So, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you would have had something different on your top 3, let me know what you think. And for the time being, I'm just going to head and leave this video right here showing what my haul was for this week. And yeah, check it out. Enjoy it. And I'm going to catch you all on the flip side.